white nationalists are going door to door evangelizing people. Here it is.
Can I help you?
Good afternoon. We are white nationalists, and we're going around hoping to talk to people about something white people in the United States. I hope just to have a few minutes to talk about that.
Did you say you're a white nationalist?
We're not interested, thank you.
No worries. Ma'am, do you think we could leave a flyer for you? Hey, you guys have a good day. Thanks for your time.
I mean, Jim Crow got manners. Yeah, this is what's happening right now. White nationalists are knocking on your door saying, hey, we're white nationalists and we just want to talk to you for a minute. The man at the home did not reject them. It was his wife. His wife is the one who said, we're not interested. And then that's when they go into, well, listen, can we leave some information for you? You know who used to do this door-to-door recruiting? The Klan, the KKK did the exact same thing. They went door to door. Why? Because it was acceptable in their culture to do so. Well, look at that. It's come back around. Let me give you some insight to this. A recent surge in white nationalism in the United States has led to a growing threat of violence by factions that embrace bloodshed and advocate for a race war. According to a report released Wednesday by an organization that tracks far-right extremists. The Southern Poverty Law Center's annual report on extremist groups said its count of white nationalist groups has risen by 55%. White nationalist groups espouse white supremacist or white separatist ideologies, often focusing on the alleged inferiority of non-whites. Groups listed in a variety of other categories, the KKK, Ku Klux Klans, neo-Confederates, neo-Nazis, racist skinhead and Christian identity, could also be fairly described as white nationalists. So you're probably wondering, what did the brochure look like? Well, we got a picture of it, let's put it up. Here's the brochure, okay? They didn't even spend the extra 2 cents at FedEx, Kinko's, wherever they got this done to put the color version on. Oh, that's right, they don't like color. I forgot about that. So this is the black and white version of the brochure, all right? It tells you to end systemic racism, you gotta be pro-white. In order to end racism in America, you must be pro-white. We have another graphic of it, yeah? In anti-white discrimination. And it reads, keep it up, are you tired of being discriminated against by schools and employers while simultaneously being told that you have white privilege? Living in fear that you will lose your job because of an accusation of racism? Hearing politicians constantly talk about all they have done for blacks, Hispanics, LGBTQ community, etc., but never what they have done for white people? And the list goes on. Let me say this, bring this to me. I'm actually happy. Let me tell you why I'm happy. Because you white supremacist cowards are exposing yourselves for who you truly are. A bunch of damn crybabies. You can't deal with life on life's terms. That's why you had to fix it. You had to fix the rules to benefit you. You can't really compete, or you're afraid of competing on an even playing field. It terrifies you for rules to be fair, for opportunities to be equitable, for access to be complete. That frightens you. The notion of that terrifies you. But we're coming. We're not gonna let up. So you going around knocking on doors, trying to recruit more individuals to your cause, tells me that you're desperate. That you're desperate for validation, you're desperate for support, you're desperate. Your desperation will only get worse. And hopefully this government would deal with you in the way they should. Aida, thoughts?
Man, I thought that was a Jordan Klepper sketch. Like I thought it was a joke. It's really it's surreal that in 2022 young white males. I mean, I work in an industry that's dominated by white men, and I always have to hear white men tell me how you have to be a diverse person in order to get a television show or to run a television show. But me being the creature that I am, I go research all the TV shows that are on air, and 98% of them are ran by white men. So it really, this alleged push for diversity and inclusion, which in some spaces is only this performative act to appear as though they're creating diversity and inclusion, but the equity hasn't changed. Visibility has changed. You show people that you are in business with people of color or whatever. But the reality of it is that when you see white people having a temper tantrum like this, it is rooted in what you said, because a lot of the stuff really hasn't changed. We are still trying to fight for being treated right by the justice system. We're still trying to get fair loans to buy homes. We are still hoping that we can get good school systems in our neighborhoods. So when you hear these people having a tantrum because they say that they are not being treated equally for jobs and opportunities, and then you look at go look at IBM's roster.
Yeah.
Go look at all the rosters. Look at all the billionaires. Look at all the CEOs. What are you whining about? You will never be a CEO because you're going door to door asking people to join you to be in a white supremacist group. That's why you're not succeeding, not because somebody took your opportunity away from you.
Yeah.
I gotta read 2 books to your 1, so that I can just get a morsel of what is given to you that you have inherited by the sweat of the brow of my ancestors. How dare you?
Well said, very well said.